Hello everyone, I'm Elsa, and this is my sister Anna.
And thank you to the Warren Newport Public Library and the Friends of the Library for letting us read and sing with you today.
We are very excited to be here and be able to connect with you virtually, even though we can't see you guys at home.
Absolutely.
Well, first, we'd like to start off with a song. Do you guys know the song that Anna sang on the day of my coronation?
Coronation Day?
She was very excited. I was fairly scared. But it was the first day that we were going to open up the gates and let people in, right?
For the first time in forever.
We would love for you to sing along with us if you know the words.
It's Coronation Day. The window is open, so's that door. I didn't know they did that anymore. Who knew we owned 8,000 salad plates? For years I've roamed these empty halls. Why have a ballroom with no balls? Finally they're opening up the gates. There'll be actual real life people. It'll be totally strange. Wow, am I so ready for this change? For the first time in forever, there'll be music, there'll be light. For the first time in forever, I could be dancing through the night. Don't know if I'm elated or gassy, but I'm somewhere in that zone. For the first time in forever, I won't be alone. I can't wait to meet everyone. What if I meet the one? Tonight, imagine me gown and all, fetchingly draped against a wall, a picture of sophisticated grace. I suddenly see him standing there, a beautiful stranger, tall and fair. I want to stuff some chocolate in my face. But then we laugh and talk all evening, which is totally bizarre. Nothing like this life I've led so far. For the first time in forever, there'll be magic, there'll be fun. For the first time in forever, I could be noticed by someone. And I know it's totally crazy to dream I'd find romance, but for the first time in forever, at least I've got a chance.
Now here's my part. Remember, I was very scared, right? Don't let them in. Don't let them see. Be the good girl you always have to be. Conceal. Don't feel. Put on a show. Make one wrong move and everyone will know. But it's only for today.
It's only for today.
It's agony to wait.
It's agony to wait.
Tell the guards to open up the gates.
For the first time in forever.
Don't let them in.
I'm
Don't let
getting
them
what
see.
I'm dreaming
Be the good girl you
of.
always
A
have to
chance
be.
to find my lonely world.
Conceal.
A chance to find true love.
Conceal, don't feel, don't let
And I know it all ends tomorrow, so it has to be today. 'Cause for the first time in forever, for the first time in forever, nothing's in my way.
The first story we'd like to share with you is one of our favorites. It's called A Sister More Like Me. And it's about us. And how much I love my sister.
And I love my sister. We're best friends.
We really are. My name is Princess Elsa. I'm as royal as can be. If the words look neat and purple, then they belong to me.
I'm her little sister Anna. I like color, noise, and shine. When the words are pink and crowded, you can tell that they are mine.
And see how we each have our writing in our own colors? When you and I were little, we were close as we could be. I was happy you were Anna. You were thrilled that I was me. Till I had to hide my magic, and our closeness had to end. I was still your older sister, but I couldn't be your friend.
I followed you around the house and chattered like a bird. I tried my best to please you, but you never said a word. That's when I started dreaming about how my life would be if I ever had a chance to have a sister more like me.
I considered it my job to do what needed to be done. You were always and forever finding ways to have more fun. There were times you made me crazy, though I tried to let you be, as I wondered why I couldn't have a sister more like me.
While I galloped on my pony in the wind and rain and sun, you were cooped up in the study, and you thought that it was fun. I'd have loved to have a playmate who would join me up a tree. I would have, if I could have, a sister more like me.
And I'd have loved to have a friend who knew geometry. I would have, if I could have, had a sister more like me.
You needed peace and quiet. I was Princess Meet and Greet.
Your room was an explosion. Mine was always clean and neat.
You were elegant and proper, and you loved a fancy tea. Well, I preferred a bright and breezy picnic by the sea.
You didn't seem to care a bit about the way you dressed. It was important, as a princess, that I look my best.
You were the picture of perfection, every day, no matter what. I tried to understand you, but the door was always shut. Then one day, I was so dazzled when I saw what you could be, and I wondered, did I really want a sister more like me?
You showed me that you loved me, and I suddenly felt free and truly glad I didn't have a sister more like me.
You always did your duty, and you always used your head.
You always listened to your heart and followed where it led.
I'm very glad I haven't had a sister more like me. With you around, without a doubt, I see things differently.
I was prickly as an urchin.
I was stubborn as a mule. Now we try to work together.
It's our sister golden rule. You are bold and fearless, sister, and you have a loving heart.
You are poised and graceful, sister, and so wonderfully smart.
I'm so happy that you are Anna, and so pleased that I am me.
I'm thrilled that you are Elsa, and I'm happy that I am me.
But
even more important, we are happy we are we. Thank you so much.
We do love that story.
I hope you enjoyed it as much as we do.
have another story that we'd like to share with you. It's a very special one.
It's about one of our very best friends in the entire world. Can you guess who that is?
He's made of snow. I made him all by myself.
He gives really great warm hugs, too. We love warm hugs.
Of course, his name is Olaf. Remember, we used to make him when we were little, right? We built him out of snow. And then I made him as a very own magical. And now he's this whole little person. It's this whole crazy thing. But we would like to tell you the story about Olaf's first birthday. It's very exciting. Why don't you start us off?
All right. Elsa, do you know what today is? I asked, rushing into my sister's room.
I laughed. Should I?
1 year ago today, you were crowned Queen of Arendelle.
I guess that means about 1 year ago, you saved me.
The sisters, both of us, we got dressed and headed to breakfast when we heard a soft humming. Our friend Olaf was walking down the hall. He was hopping in his step.
Oh my goodness, I whispered. That means it's been 1 year since I made Olaf.
You mean it's his birthday?
We both looked at each other a little guiltily. We knew we had to do something special for Olaf.
The question was what?
Exactly. We walked into town hoping to find the perfect birthday inspiration.
Suddenly, I spotted a familiar face.
Hoo-hoo!
Called a tall blonde man. He waved us over between a stall and a giant cart stacked high with supplies. And above the stall was a sign that read, Oaken's Wandering Trade Post.
He couldn't bring the sauna, I guess.
No. Oaken! I yelled. Do you have anything for birthdays?
You are in luck, Oaken said. I have a new stock of balloons.
A few hours later, we crept up a grassy hill, holding some balloons tightly, because we told Olaf to meet us there later for a picnic we were planning on surprising him with. But he didn't know we brought the balloons. After all, surprises were the best part of birthdays, don't you think?
As soon as we were close to Olaf, we yelled,
Surprise!
Gah! He jumped in shock, and his arms and his head went flying off. Oh no! I yelled and rushed to fix him.
Olaf! I cried, reaching out to help him.
When Olaf was back together again, he giggled. What a great game, he said. Now it's my turn. Surprise!
We looked at one another and we didn't know what to do, but we laughed.
We'd have to plan a different birthday surprise. We said goodbye to Olaf and walked back to Oaken. Trusty Oaken.
He greeted us. Big sale today, tea cozies, 2 for 1. Great deal, yeah?
Actually, what about these? She said, looking at some musical instruments.
I had an idea.
It sounds loud. Soon, Anna, Kristoff, and I were waiting for Olaf at one of his favorite spots, the shipping docks. Olaf loves the water. Kristoff was one of the best singers we knew. He's quite wonderful.
This is true.
So, Anna and I asked him to sing Olaf a surprise birthday song.
When Olaf arrived, we all erupted into song. Happy birthday, Olaf!
Someone else is named Olaf? Olaf asked with glee. I've got to go find him. He won't want to miss this great song.
And he left. He hurried away to go and find him.
Not to point out the obvious, Kristoff said, but I think the guest of honor just left. Is that a good Kristoff impression?
I think so.
I'm still working on my Kristoff.
We looked at each other, and again, we didn't know what to do. Back to Oaken's, we said, and we looked at the shelves. Ice carving kits Oaken offered us. They are all the rage. I giggled. Well, I don't think we need one of those, right, Elsa? Elsa?
But I was a little distracted. I was looking at some bright orange candles.
What's the one thing every birthday must have? I asked.
Obviously, cake! We spent the rest of the day baking a cake to go with our new festive candles. Ooh, Olaf said when he saw the candles. Tiny fire! Sven was also very interested in the candles. He might have thought they were something else. They were orange, remember?
Oh no, like Olaf's nose.
He inched his way forward, moving his snout closer and closer. I think Sven really likes tiny fire too, Olaf observed.
Uh-oh, Kristoff said, and he stepped in. No, Sven, those aren't carrots. And the cake fell over.
And Sven tried to chomp on one of the candles. The whole thing fell to the floor. Candles, cake, the whole thing. Would you look at that? Olaf said. Tiny fire makes big fire.
Elsa hurried over to freeze the flames so no one got burnt, while we held Sven and Olaf back. Another birthday surprise gone wrong. Now what do we do?
We felt a bit deflated by this point, but we headed back to Oaken's one last time. Woohoo! This time, Oaken was having an evening special on tropical decorations.
We looked at each other. That actually might be perfect.
Yes, a summer island party for Olaf.
He does love summer.
Happy birthday to you, Olaf, I announced in the evening.
It's my birthday? Olaf grinned. That must be why it's been the best day ever. It has, I asked him.
Of course, he said. First, you taught me that great surprise game at our picnic. Then I got to hear some music at the docks, and there was the fire show. And now this party. We were amazed. Even though things hadn't gone as planned, Olaf had enjoyed all of our birthday surprises.
He did. As we gave Olaf his birthday present, a nice warm group hug, Olaf grinned.
I just have one question, he declared. What's that? Kristoff asked.
What's a birthday? Oh, thank you so much for joining us for another story. This has been so wonderful.
We've really loved having the time to spend with you, and we hope we get to see you all in person soon.
Yes, come visit us in our kingdom as soon as you can.
We have the best chocolate.
We do. We love chocolate.
Chocolate. Actually, that reminds me. I think there's some down in the kitchen right now.
Well, I guess we have to go, but thank you so much again. I hope you have the great rest of your day.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.